Hello there, and welcome back to Vault Hunters. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Boy, these are getting expensive, aren't they? Thankfully, we should have everything we need. Well, okay, half of everything we need. Just looking at our bounties we covered last episode, we have this current active one, 18 Beniatite. That's going to be pretty easy. We have this item discovery one, which I'm very excited to do. 1600 XP, not a great deal amount. 2 black opal is nice. 60 bronze, this is nice. Rare plus boots. That's going to be very nice. And then we got an extremely easy kill mission. Kill 7 zombies. And that actually provides us quite a bit of silver and essence for what it is. So hopefully we can get all 3 of these done today. I crafted up a total of 8 of these soul flames. And so as I said in my last episode, we're going to be running some soul flame vaults today, primarily as resource runs. The more resources we can get, the better off we'll be. I will be using the armor set that we put together in the last episode, which, including this magnet here on my toolbar, will give us 35% item quantity. That should make these runs very profitable for us. So let's not waste any time. Now it does cost 10 levels to enchant the crystal with soul flame, and there's a chance it can, well, first off, it exhausts the crystal. So if you want to add other modifiers, catalysts, you have to do it before you soul flame it. The other thing is it has a chance, I don't know where it shows it, but it has a chance of adding a curse. This one does not look like it got a curse. If the crystal has a curse, there'll be a skull on it, and when you go into the vault, you can have any number of negative things, and these are different from the negative modifiers. Negative modifiers such as chunky or furious. Those adjust the mobs. The curses that I've seen, and I've only seen 2 that I can think of, is collapsing, where you have random bedrock, vault bedrock, literally scouring the ground. And the other is, I don't remember its name, but there are pockets of lava literally just everywhere in the vault. Hopefully we won't get either of those, but we will soon find out. Oh, and he does have a different sword, so I don't use up the durability on my good sword. Although this is not a bad sword by any stretch. That's not what I wanted to grab, nor is that. Come on, give me the sword. He's gonna give me everything but the sword. There we go. 2 chaining, holy, poison cloud, and 29.5% damage. And a lot of durability. So this will last me quite a while. And then we need the boots from this set. There we go. We have 31 armor and 27 hearts. So not as good. It's definitely a downgrade. But 80 damage, 41 defense, 105 mana. What's our regen? Yeah, our regen is pretty bad at 78, whereas the base is 75. But we will still have our idol here, which I'm going to need to repair soon. Was just enchanting everything before jumping into the vault, and I noticed this is an open suffix. So let's add a random modifier, see what we get. Not back resist. Not great, but better than nothing. Okay, this seems like it should be a fairly easy scav hunt. The spider soul charms are the only real trouble, and this is of course a mine room. Ooh, that was a good one. I don't know, this vault feels pretty empty. Like, okay, I mean, it's not literally empty, but I'm getting like 3 or 4 POIs per room. Okay, we've got the drowned hide. We're going to easily get the paper. So all I need is the spider soul charms, and we can actually complete this without even really putting much effort into it. You know, you hit those amethyst crystals just at the right pace and tempo, could almost start to sound like the Halo theme. Clearing this was a little more hairy than I would have liked. I'm getting all the drowned hide, I just need some spider charms. Or, you know, an elite. That was probably the easiest elite I ever beat. Yeah, 6 gilded. We didn't find what we were looking for. We did get quite a bit of living though. Ornate, didn't need. I was hoping to get more than just, you know, what we did end up getting. I mean, this isn't bad, don't get me wrong. I was hoping to get more ores though. You know, it'd be nice if we can get compacted vault stone. That's 32,800 blocks, and it's full. That's 2 times 8 upgrades, and I have more to go. And just to give you perspective, from bedrock at negative 64 to build height at positive 320, you could build a 16 by 16 pillar and still have left over with what I have here. actually you'd still have about a quarter of it left over. And here's an example of what I was talking about before. We have a cursed crystal. This actually looks like it has 2 curses. And now you can't tell what they are without using a mote, I believe it's called. Yes, we have motes of clarity, which will reveal all curses. And we have a mote of purity, which will remove 1 curse. So just to show you how it works, we've actually got one here. And I'm going to give it a try. I'm assuming we do it in the anvil. Yep. And our curses are mining fatigue and weakened. So the entire time I'm in this vault, I will have mining fatigue and I'll do less damage. Not ideal, but well, we're just doing this for the resources. If I am a little less efficient, it's not going to be too much of a concern. Maybe we'll get a monolith vault and I can just run around and activate monoliths instead of, well, anything else. Okay, so we have mining fatigue and weakness. Weakness, we do less damage. I don't think I'm going to try taking on the Guardians. Wow. Oh. Well, we didn't lose anything except for, you know, the resources to craft that crystal. Oh, and the levels. Well, that's easy enough. This one has 2 curses also. Oh well, let's see what they are. Weakness times 2. So I'm extra weak, but we have to find monoliths. Okay, that's not bad. So I'll hit for less damage. Means you gotta be a little more... Ow. Careful in the fight. And you know when I decided to throw myself off a cliff. The only way down is to drop down, huh? I guess I can water bucket down. I mean, I missed, but... I'm going to try to avoid, for the most part, the common chests, wooden chests. Instead, go for things like this 4 POI, living, gilded ornate, you know. Obviously, if there's one right on my path, I'm going to not skip it. Well, there's the objective, which is nice. These little set pieces they built for these special common rooms, I mean, they are just awesome. But and I know they're supposed to have random assortments of chests, so it's not always, oh, you know, this POA has 8 and this one has 2 and so on and so forth. But it does kind of suck if you find one like this, you search the whole thing, and well, this time I found 3, but I have found POIs like this with 0 chests. How does this only have 1? Ah, there's a second. I love those. I love these blue crystals. That's like the perfect color. I actually use these crystals in my axolotl terrarium. They are under the water to help hide the actual walls behind it so that it doesn't look weird, out of place. I wonder what happens if you activate an additional... You can't. Okay. Maybe next time we'll just run through looking for a either an ore common room or a omega room. And farm update. I am taking rotational power from our conveyor belts, sending it down the shaft, into encased chain drives, into a clutch. The clutch is going to be linked to the redstone. Same redstone signal as the spawner is. So that will turn off when that's... When that's on, that turns on. That will turn off. No, that doesn't work. I guess his farm will always stay on. Or at least the spinny part will. Anyway, back to the important part. So, the rotational energy comes down from the conveyor into the chain drive over to this fan. The fan is pushing. I'm going to have the damage plate right here. And I'm about to build up on this mechanical bearing the sweeper. I gotta put that there, otherwise it's gonna stop me from being able to jump. So I craft up some linear chassis. Let's see if I can get these to line up properly. I did not craft enough. I need one more linear chassis. Chassis acquired. And now, these might not require... Yep. They do not require glue. And that is how the farm will work. Anything spawns will be pushed down into the hole, where the fan will slowly, but eventually, push them over the damage plate. The mob will take damage. And the modular router will pick up the drops. The modular router is currently set to eco mode, which means that it will only scan, well, as you see, if it's idle for 5 seconds, it will enter a low power mode where it will only run. This says every 5 seconds. I could have sworn Hellfire Mage said 50, but it will do less block updates, therefore less lag. Useful on servers and if you have a relatively laggy base. Since I am going to want to be over here in order to swap out the eggs, I think it'll just be easier if I move and put the redstone link right here. Sword on frequency 1, redstone torch on frequency 2. Put a switch. We have squid in there. I turn this on. Squid's not very effective, is it? Alright, well, let's put the damage plate in place and swap out the squid, which admittedly might be a bit of a difficult mob to push around. And what's let's go with zombie piglins. They are, I don't want to say safe, but I mean, they're not creepers. They're not going to blow up my entire base if I make a mistake here. Believe it or not, might be useful to start it before you Okay, let's test it again. It's not particularly fast, but for being an automated farm with honestly very little effort, I think this will do for now. And then the modular router should be picking up any drops. Yep, and sending them off. I'm going to need to do a pay night fortuning session because we have 3 pieces that need to be repaired before we can do any more vault runs. In addition, we have a new bounty. This is to kill skeletons. Only needs 13, and we get a rare plus level 40 chest piece. And again, level 40, we can start getting tier 4 armor rolls, which are for, what was it? 11 to 12? So this is this would be a great upgrade. This jewel though is terrible. This first week of March is actually very busy for me. I jokingly call it Cake Week. Today, Friday, well, at least when this episode is being aired, is my mom's birthday. And then Tuesday is my grandmother's birthday. And then next Friday is my birthday. That's a lot of cake in very few days. And because I'm going to be busy, I think I'm only going to be able to do 2 episodes next week. I haven't decided if it's going to be Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday. But yeah, just so you have a heads up. And I think I'm going to continue that experiment for the entirety of March. Since I am still not very good at editing, it's taken me about 12 hours to edit a video. And so I'm pretty much recording for 6 hours one day and then editing for 12 hours the next day. And as soon as I'm done editing, I'm publishing it and then recording for the following day. If I cut down to 2 episodes a week, I should have more time for recording, more time for editing, which means hopefully better videos. I'm sure you all understand. I just felt it polite to actually inform you ahead of time. On that note, however, we are going to call it an end for today. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later.